Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome to another live stream with me, 320 Sim Pilot. Great to see you all here. Thank you for taking the time to come and join us on our Twitch channel. Still relatively new part of the 320 Sim Pilot media empire, but yeah, it's just for a bit of fun. Today we are going to be testing out the new Sim update. There's a whole load of new exciting things I hadn't realised they were adding because I hadn't read the notes properly. But yeah, it looks like it should be an interesting one to go and try out some of the more exciting bush flying parts of it, especially. But we'll try all sorts of things. I mean, it's going to be up to you guys here what you'd like us to take a look at. Apparently, I'm coming through quiet, so let me know how it is. It's showing okay at my end, so I don't actually can't change the settings too much. So if you guys have any issues, yeah. William says it's okay, pretty loud. Yeah, okay, good. That's reassuring because often something's wrong with the audio, but there we go. Right, so what I'm going to say is thank you all for taking the time to come along. Great to see you all here. Good evening to Chickpoint, AC455, Napster. Great to have you all here. Thank you for coming along this evening. And LZA2. Very pleasant to come to the Twitch and just hear the theme come on. Excellent. Yep, good timing. SU5, thanks for coming and moderating. And Leg and Crashhead and Joe Vaughan. Great to see you all here. Dieter, Arfo's Gate. I do struggle because a lot of people have different usernames on Twitch and YouTube. Wooden, Vatsim. Great to see you here as well. Streamlabs has come to life, which is good news. And thank you for the follow to Jacob. So yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks to all of you who followed to join along. Right. Callum says the volume's okay. Great to see you here, Callum, as well. So this is an exclusive Twitch stream. This one won't be on YouTube. We tend to do the proper flights on YouTube. Let me just try and get that overlay working for you guys. So yeah, so this one, don't expect perfection. This is going to be very sort of experimental as we just test out a few new things. And thank you all for coming along. And if you are using Microsoft Flight Simulator, you're more than welcome to just hop in and fly along. It's all available for you. We're starting off in the airport of, and I won't manage to pronounce it, but yeah, this one is Isafjordur. There's no way that's right. Bravo India India Sierra is the ICAO code. And it's a small town in the Westfjords region of northwest Iceland. So this is one of the recommended airports from Microsoft Flight Simulator. And thank you, A330 fan, for your follow. And thank you for purchasing the sticker, Checkpoint. Really, really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy that. It did work as well, which is nice to see. So yeah, thank you to Checkpoint and A330 fan. And hello, A330 fan as well. Right, so this is the new airplane as well. This is the Husky airplane. You can see that fancy tail that they've added to it. Aviat Aircraft Husky A1C, helpfully written on the wingtip, so I don't have to remember. And I couldn't resist picking it up. We like our bush planes on this channel. I think they've, I mean, it's payware from Asobo, £12. We'll see if we think it's worth it. It does include skis, floats, and wheels and bush tires. So you get lots of options. They said it's highly detailed, but I mean, they've chosen a very simple airplane to make highly detailed. There's no doubt about it, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Some of our favorite add-ons over the years have been simple aircraft that have been done very well. So we're going to take it for a spin and see what we think. See if the ground handling and so on all feels pretty good. But obviously the visual model looks pretty nice. This isn't a full review. I've not had it for long, but I do want to take it up and try out those skis because from the trailer for it, they look great fun. So we might add a bit of snow. We're on the North Europe server, North Europe server. So if anyone would like to fly along, you can just join in. I'm surprised I'm not seeing the name badges. I wonder why not. That could have been turned off by me. Standby. Where would that be written? That's going to be in general options and traffic. Show traffic nameplates is on. AI aircraft traffic type. Choose whether to populate with AI traffic. No, aircraft traffic type. No, that's off. That's fine. Yeah, so it should be working. You know, you can't. Oh, there we go. So it's hopeless, isn't it? There's Deep Future over there, I see, and Burr2. Very good. LZA2 says it looks suspiciously like the Freeware Savage carbon gravel. Interesting, they wanted to make a very similar payware. Yeah, so I have the Freeware gravel, and it's excellent. It's not. Callum can't fly along. No worries at all. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't know why they've chosen this airplane, considering especially as they provide so many similar ones in most editions of Microsoft Flight Simulator. But here we go. I've bought it, so it's great. Thank you for following, and Minty as well. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's get it powered up. Oh, what was that? Oh man, there's so many changes to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I feel like I'm starting from scratch really. What are we going to do? I'm actually going to cheat. So I've got scattered clouds. I'm just going to add some snow. Let's put a bit of shadow in that, just so we can go and do a bit of proper cruising. And let's get that temperature down, just so it won't all melt. There we go. And I'm hoping they provided a checklist for us. Yes, they have. Before starting engine, flight controls free and correct. Yeah, they work. That's all good. It's got nice sound effects there actually as well. Fuel selected to main. Okay. Where's it? No, on. That should be it. All electrical equipment off. So it's going to be all of these switches, which they are, and also some up here. Where are we looking? Oh, what's that? That is the map light. Okay, fine. So that's all off. Okay, so they got a few good things here. Brakes fully applied. Yep. My parking brake is on. Not sure if it has a parking brake, or whether that's just holding the toe brakes. We shall find out. So starting engine, mixture goes to rich, which it is. No surprise there. Quality's good, says the NA, good. Glad it's working out. The carbon gravel itself is a mod of the default Savage Cup. There you go. There's a nice name tag mod on GitHub to be not so big. Okay, yeah, could have a look for that. William says I should probably change my name to my former YouTube name or my current, unsure which. Yeah, it's a hard one. Anyway, mixture is rich. Repeller lever max RPM. Up it goes. Alternate air source closed. Ooh, where's that? Oh, pretty obvious. Anyway, that'll be pull is on, so that's closed. That'll be for your altimeter if you have some sort of static port issue. Master switch on. Let's find the master. Well, that didn't do a whole lot. I thought more might happen there. Avionics master on. Avionics master. There we go. That's brought it to life. Radios on. I think they're all on. Oh no, they're over here. There we go. So we'll turn this one. How do you turn one of these on? On. Makes sense. Okay, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Transponder on out. Throttle open 1/4 of the inch. Propeller area clear. So we'll open the throttle a little bit. Put that on out. And I think that's it. We're pretty much ready to go. So it's all clear around. Clear prop. I don't know if you can open the door actually. That would be nice, but no, they haven't seemed to bother. None of the Microsoft. Oh, hold on. I stayed too soon. Oh, we'll definitely have that open. Here are our colleagues. Yeah, so electric fuel pump on until flow peaks, then off. So they got this fancy pants display they put together for it. Thank you so much, Jack Jeffer. Thank you so much for your $10 donation. Really appreciate it. Jack says, good to see the raw content on Twitch. Thank you, Jack. Really, really kind. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming along today and supporting us as always. And Virtual Aviator, thank you for following. But thank you, Jack, so much for that very kind donation. Really, really appreciate it. And I'm glad you're enjoying the Twitch. I've been trying to make sure I do actually do it because it's it's sometimes you and Unique. Thanks for your follow. You get a bit nervous before going on a stream, so sometimes it feels easier not to. But I really wanted to do this with you guys. I do enjoy it a lot when I actually do it. I always come away from a stream happier than when I went into them, which is always nice. Chickpoint says, I like the name tags in X-Plane. Yeah, they're quite nice, aren't they? But yeah, thanks so much. Okay, so mixture rich, properly for RPM is set to patch. Done on that, done on that, done on that. Throttle, propeller, electric and fuel. So we need to turn the fuel pump on until fuel flow peaks, then off. On. Oh, it highlights it for you. It's peaked. So we've got pressure in the line, I suppose that is. And it says stuff out loud. It's got warning, an actual warning panel. It does give you warnings about the engine. I've heard it say max RPM earlier when I tried out for 3 seconds just to take that thumbnail you saw. Checkpoint says it's a shame it's only a little time till bedtime. Otherwise I went into Microsoft Flight Simulator to work on EHAM. Ah, well, Checkpoint. Next time. I must do one of these earlier in the day. Anyway, done the fuel. Mixture to lean. Okay. This is a strange one. Mixture lean. Ignition start and then rich when the engine starts. I see this written, but I struggle with this one because it's just not something I've ever done in real life. So I don't know how you can do it. Oh, there we go. It worked. Just about. Fuel pressure's coming on. Engine's online. I wonder. So that's highlighted the fuel pressure. How do I get rid of that? There you go. I see. So it's just doing it because of this. Right. Interesting. Interesting. Ignition, mixture, oil pressure, alternator. Where's the alternator? Looks like that. Alternator on. Yeah. By the way, thank you for your help, guys. I've managed to get this set up with the old style legacy interaction. Alternator on. Skis as required. Brakes released. So that's it. Then it's before takeoff. Mixture rich. Alternate closed. 1900s. Yeah, do a power check and then off you go. Normal takeoff. What does it mean, skis? How do we control the skis? We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to fly it. So, help me, guys. Where is the skis? This looks like a landing gears. Ah, down. That should probably be down. Yeah, we'll have that down. Can't click much else over there. Can hear lots of traffic out there. Where is anything about the skis? Strobe lights, propeller, music in. Very good. Trim, because it's a cub, obviously. Bows. Those are the pedals for the person behind. Flaps, fine. I think the flaps either work. Yeah, that's fine. Flaps are working. I really don't know. I have a funny feeling about there. But if you look, we have those skis fitted and down. Panel is for the top. Ah, so that lever, I see. Ah, you're absolutely right. There you go. So that's not the gear, that's the skis. This is why I do this with you guys. Yeah. So we definitely want those up for takeoff. Perfect. We're in North Europe, Callum, but make sure you have all players visible. Thanks, SJ Fly. And thanks, Unique NY, for your follow. Handog says, I've been avoiding the update until they fix a live weather bug. I got into DCS recently and just about managed to start the engine on the F-14. Actually flying, we'll have to wait. Yeah, the F-14 took me a few goes. A fair few loads before I got that working. Right, let's get the brakes released. And let's head out. And what I want to do is head up onto one of these nearby glaciers. Excellent. Well, I'll give them credit. Oh, let's not run over this guy. Yikes. It's quite hard to steer, actually. Thank you, Asobo, for the follow. Right, come on, airplane. You can do it. I hope no one arrives. If they see my my bio, which talks about being a real 320 pilot, I hope they're not disappointed that I've never, so far, not been flying one on the channel. We will. We have flown them in the past, but today we're going to be enjoying this a bit. So we have, yeah, steerable tail wheel, which is pretty aggressive. Oh wow, this is busy. It's like a group flight. So we're just going to head up, find a glacier, and I want to see some of these effects. And then we're going to go somewhere and fly the floats, because I've seen some amazing things in the trailer, which I'm very excited about. I reckon this plane is pretty fast, says SJ Fly. Yeah, I think it will be as well. Let's go full backstick, set the QNH right. Yeah, this is pretty quick for a cub, so I think some of you might be a little bit surprised. Alex, good to see you. Thanks for coming along. Nelson, thanks for following. Okay, so let's have a look. Who's out there? Let's zoom out a bit on here. I got an extra. Yeah, the extra won't have any trouble. Probably not the caravan. Let's get some lights on. Nav lights, strobe lights, wrecking lights, landing lights. We'll have them all on. Everyone's going. Right, I'm going to go for one stage of flap. Full power. And away we go. And there you go. There's the engine overspeed warning. So pretty good. It's got, surprise, surprise, ridiculously sensitive ground handling. So yeah, you can't go full throttle. It overspeeds quite easy. 200 horsepower this thing's got. There you go. We're going to outpace loads of these. Sim sounds very quiet despite open windows. Okay, no worries at all. We can make that louder for you guys. First time live. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for coming along. Let's get those flaps up before we bust those. So, like many... Oh, it's got flashing lights as well. Yeah. So like many Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft, this is incredibly responsive. More responsive than you would expect. If you look at this, that's full stick. But this is a bit of a high performance one. Overspeeding again. We'll bring the manifold pressure down. And it does give you a little audio warning for that. Yeah, Chickpoint says, don't call the ground handling ridiculous too many times. It's very sensitive. Exactly. So I think what we'll do is we'll head up. I think we'll head up behind us. Let's head up into that valley. That looks the best place to go for now. I'm going to close the door because although it might be quite a few guys, it's pretty noisy at this end. How do we do that? Or am I stuck now? There he goes. That's better. Yes, Papa, good to see you. Thanks for coming along. Yes, Papa, our hard-working Discord admin. I hope you're doing very well. Thanks for joining us. So let's go find somewhere snowy. I've just completely abandoned the people who've flown along. But that's the game now. This is no more Mr. Nice Guy in the group flights. This is hard work. You guys are going to have to pay attention. Amazing scenery from Microsoft Flight Simulator here. They've really, I don't know, they've really outdone themselves. And some of the things I'm excited about, I can't wait to try. I want to get these skis though. Let's go and take them somewhere. Please do remind me to actually put them down. Might need to increase the amount of snow. We'll head up onto that ridge line in front of us, I think. That should work. Let's top up the snow. That should be safe enough. I'm not sure if this was part of the world update. It could be. It's just one of the recommended airports. But there you go. We can head over there. The landing lights, yeah, they work. What they're doing is, in general aviation, this is quite a popular thing where you have, if I line up just right with it, you have sort of flashing landing lights, just big anti-collision lights, because we're not really using it to see out the front. Thank you for your follow to Piri Talk. So let's take it up onto this ridge. Now you guys are going to have a hard time. Those of you who haven't brought, oh, someone's brought a Spitfire. Excellent. If anyone wants to land along with us, we're going to do a lot of fly away, because this is the big thing, or for me it was the big thing in the update, which was that they are allowing us to, just going to bring that RPM back, they're allowing us to, does that work? Ah, there we go, we can see. Instrument light. Oh, love a red light, yeah. Excellent. Yeah, is that you can now land anywhere, so they've added lots of features to enable that. Does the Husky have any type of VR navigation or anything on board? Let's have a look. Yeah, we've got this big touchscreen, so we can do direct to. Yeah, got that. Is there an autopilot? Is another question. Thanks, Espen, for your follow. Is there an autopilot? It's a great question. What's this? That's all the volume. It's our altimeter. GPS release. I'm notoriously bad. So that's the radio, obviously. That's the transponder. Not sure. No, I don't think there's an autopilot, but you can tune waypoints, which so you could put a VOR here and navigate towards it using the nav mode. It's a bit like flying an Airbus towards one. Feels advantageous too. A lot of drag, keeping the power on. It's very powerful though, you've got to be careful. Into the stall pretty much. Oof, bit lumpy, but we're down. That is great. They even got little smoke effects. I love it. I love it. I've not seen this done. I mean, they're turning this into a bush flying simulator, which is really quite nice. Not seen it before. And we're down. Not so bad at all. I'll go for it. Let's have 2 stages if we need to go again. That's just in the behind bin. Yeah, one of them did. -4. Was that what it said? -421. I don't believe that was 400 feet per minute. I think we'd be in a few pieces. Now, this is a bit tricky. We're sort of sliding down the hill here, but I suppose you'd have these problems in the real thing. Beep, beep, yep, stalling. Thank you for the follow, TY and Daniel. Alright, try not to crash into anyone else. I mean, can you imagine the joy of being able to do this? So who managed to come down with us? I don't know if the brakes work. Did the brakes work? Yeah, the brakes worked quite well, actually. Right, well, that's good news. Yeah, it's not showing the nameplate all of a sudden. It seems to be very temperamental on those. You've got to be further away and then it does it. Let's go and let's head over there where everyone else seems to be. They're all cruising around. Take off down the mountain, yeah. Yeah, let's find a steeper hill. That felt a little bit, we were ready for that one too much. So let's add the power, off we go. Get that nose wheel up, I think. Oof. It feels the bumps. Let's get the skis up. I don't know if you'd had them up for flying or not. Flaps up. Let's head over the fjord. Let's find somewhere a little bit steeper. That worked well. Yeah, going down there would be the next plan. That's just beautiful with everyone down on the ridgeline. That's Callum. Callum was with us. And Deep Future in the Cessna. The brake shouldn't work on snow. Yeah, no, I know. They're very good. But we all know about... we're not allowed to mention the ground handling anymore. It's saying caution engine overspeed. So I'll just bring the RPM back a bit. And the manifold pressure. It's funny. Normally the manifold pressure is the issue before the RPM. If I yank the RPM back, the pressure should go up. Yeah, it does, but not by much. Okay. The Husky is a payware add-on. Scoot. Going. Yep. Warrior Lad Gaming. Thanks for joining us on Twitch. Great to see you here. So, what speed are we getting? 100, 110. Is this knots? This is indeed... Oh no, that's miles per hour. We're just reaching 100 knots. Okay. Feels fast. Feels much faster than that. I mean, out the windows, it looks ridiculously fast. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That could be a good place to try and... that could be a good challenge. Let's try and land. I'm going to try and land... Let's try and land along this ridgeline here. This is it. This is my new mission in life, is just to land everywhere in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Everywhere there can be a runway, we need to turn into a runway. It's going to be slightly uphill. Give it a go. Yeah, we'll try it. Ridge Rider. Yeah. Right, so we're going to land. With downwind, we're going to land up that ridge. This next segment here just looks a little bit too angled. Airplanes don't like angles on the ground, obviously. I can't get over the scenery. I mean, I've always run the sim at Ultra because I've been very lucky with my computer, but start getting those flaps out. Oh, a bit early actually. Get the RPM up. Get the skis down. Those of you who've seen the Bush Pilot episode where they... not Bush Pilot, Ice Pilots episode. There's a great episode where they try to relearn how to use skis in the DC-6. And it looks a lot harder than you'd have thought. Oh, this would be no problem. Surely not. Get the rest of the flaps out. Coming in a little bit fast. Let's get into our landing seats and zoom out. We'll have to try landing from the outside soon. I find for the landing challenges, that's the best way. Oh, there's a bit more grass down here than I hoped, and it's not quite level. That's the touchdown. Let's not slide into those. Oh, okay. Are we going to get that back? Just about. Let's not ground loop it. If that wasn't snow, that would have been a ground loop. What I have seen, something I do want to try, but we need the big tyres, not the skis, is you can land up a mountain and then roll it around and go back down the other way without stopping. Did you manage to turn off the blue button thing when you hover? Yes, Star Stuff, yeah. So that is Legacy in Assistance. Put it to Legacy, not the new one. The new one is designed for people, I suppose, who haven't used it before or don't really know what the switches are going to do. That would be great for touch and go. Yeah, it would do. Right, we've made it. Is anyone else joining us? If I set the parking brake, will we stop sliding? Yes, parking brake works. 10 up 10 landing. There we go. Did they give you a landing rate for that one? Warrior Lad says, hey, didn't realise you'd come over to Twitch. I've been busy recently, so not being able to catch a stream. Yeah, Twitch is just... we're still doing the YouTube streams, but Twitch is just for trying out new things. And we've done some DCS, we've done X-Plane, and we've done Microsoft Flight Simulator now. But it's just for us to enjoy some various little experiments and try out. So we might load up into a different part of the world shortly. I definitely want to we're going to get the floats and the Tundra tires on this thing as well. Have you guys got any recommendations on some really spectacular bush flying we should go and try out? Somewhere you want to see? One thing we haven't done is we could do the Highlands of Scotland. That could be quite good around Loch Ness, things like that. Thanks the great gig in the sky for following. Dan J. Suresh, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. 200 was it? Yeah. Right, we're going to go down this hill for takeoff this time. Oh, not that way though. There we go. Get those flaps up. Honestly, when I see Trent Palmer's videos, this is just what I imagine his life is like. Absolute joy. Look at that lake. Glass. Pyramids in Egypt, yeah. I don't think it lets you do that with the obstacles. I think it's and they're surprisingly rough as well. There's lots of traffic over there. The VAR map is M now. They've changed the key. Wasn't it V? But it's not showing us other aircraft, which is funny because in VATSIM it did show us nearby aircraft. Ah, there's going to be kit foxes there. That could be a good idea. Alex says, I'd love to play a flight simulator, but my PC is old, would mean I need to build a whole new rig. So I started to play Euro Truck Sim 2 when I won the lottery about a new PC. Ah, Euro Truck Sim, very popular. I've not tried it, but I do. It's got an absolute cult following, hasn't it? Everyone loves it for so long. I have not seen the kit fox, no. Right, we'll pick one more place to land this, and then we're going to head somewhere else. Oh, the Spitfire's doing very well. Where shall we go? Not so many mountains here. Lots of fjords, obviously. I think we'll try and put it down in this road just off to the left here. Idle it down. RPM to max. Handog says, "Can we have a Euro Truck stream?" I don't even have it, I'm afraid. Let's put the skis down. Some flaps. Oh, there's cars on the road. I can't imagine a road up here in the middle of northwest Iceland is as busy as that. But there we go. So we'll land next to the road. I do have there's a few games I'm thinking of streaming. One's a sort of battleship. That's not. It's like a real-time strategy game using ships, planes, and submarines. But I don't know. I'm still trying to learn it. Feels a bit fast. Ooh, come on, you can do it, airplane. Yes. So this is great. What they've done is they're enabling us to, you know, we're not hitting lots and lots and lots of small ridges that are bouncing the airplane up into the sky. You know, we're all used to that in simulators when you go off of the runways, and they've managed to make it very smooth. I mean, to be able to do that with the mesh and everything, I'm very impressed. It's really nice. So there we go. That is our first little taster using the skis. So now, where should we go? Where should we go? We're on the North Europe server, Robin. Nicolas says, Euro Truck is so relaxing that it puts me to sleep. Yeah, I can imagine. Naughty says, Chick Point. Overtaking cars from the right. That's not how you behave on public roads. No, indeed. Silent Chaos says, no need for a new PC rig. Just get the Xbox Series S or X since Microsoft Flight Simulator is on the consoles. That is a good point. Yeah, that is a good option. Will they work as water skis, says Jack. Aha! Okay, yeah, before we reload, let's check that Mighty Mackerel is going to come in the Spitfire. Let's go and test that out. What could go wrong? So this is where I would like a VSI, actually. That is a good point. The trick to this is not syncing. That's it, MSJN, absolutely. I might cheat. Oh, actually, I have an idea. This is how I would normally use for daft things like this. Let's keep it off the water for now. Let's see if we can do this. Depends if there's going to be a shadow or not. It does rely on a shadow, this trick. I feel like we're sinking. Are we still sinking? Yes, we are. Come on. Come on. I can see the reflection. Come on. Come on. That's got to be it there. There we go. We're doing it. Oh, it's hard to keep it there. I've got it trimmed so it's just trying to come out of the water, but it does work just about. That's great. Oh, no lower than that, thanks. So, it's possible. It is possible. That is a success. Water. I'm just going to taxi forwards. Let's see if anyone's here. I think everything else is done. Oh, I like the chain. Ah, water rudder. I have a toggle for that. It's just a cable. I see. So the water rudder's up at the moment, and you can put them down, but we obviously want them up because we're on the runway. Airplane's ready to go. It's got extra fins. What would they be called? I'm not sure. A bit like the well, it provides a bit of extra stability. The reason you want those is because you probably know this, but with lateral stability, we need more surface area at the back of the airplane. So it's like a weather vane. That way, if you blow air over the airplane, it will point into the air that's blowing over it, so it becomes positively stable. So if the airplane starts to point the wrong way, the air pressure on the tail points it back into the wind. So that's great. That's how we keep them flying forward. If you had more surface area at the front of the plane, it would flip around all the time. So you got that. But when you put huge, great things like this in front of the airplane, you get a lot of surface area, so they have to sort of increase the surface area at the back. I'm pretty sure those are when you're underwater. The little trolley wheels under the floats. It looks like a shopping cart. It is a bit, yeah. Yeah. Well, let's go try them out. I think we'll go. There's not. Yeah. How many stages of flap are there? Let me try that. There's only 2 stages, so we'll go for 1 stage. Here we go. It's the same as the Beluga. Exactly. Yeah. The Beluga is the same idea. Parking brake is off. Let's go try it out. This is live weather. I'm going to try not to wreck the engine. It is a bit narrow. Oof, I can't believe they haven't solved the ground handling yet. They did talk about why in a video with Giuseppe at Twinfinite. That's positive climb. Let's get that gear up. They did explain that it's either on or off, and this is the problem. Because obviously in real life it sort of merges as the tyres sort of start to get grip. Flaps up. Wow. Oof. Thought that was it. Thought it was all over again. Well, we're definitely going over there. Unbelievable. I'm gonna just slow down so if anyone wants to catch up. Yeah, that was a rough takeoff. There's no no doubt about that. Let's go for a bit of wide angle. Oh yeah, that's great. Wow. Well, I need to come here. Beautiful. Yeah, perfect turquoise seas. Oh, look at that. What a treat. Thank you for recommending Bora Bora. That's my one thing now I'm going to complain about to Asobo. What I want them to do is add the name of all the screenshots when you're loading up. I want them to add the name of where it is every time, or the nearest airport. It's gutting when they show you these beautiful, beautiful screenshots. And I go, yeah, I want to go there. Where is it? LZA2 says, check to see if Air Tahiti Nui is hiring Airbus pilots. Fancy a swap to 330-40? Oh, yeah. Imagine that. That'd be great, wouldn't it? A job offer on 340. Oh, we're getting a lot of lag. Okay, it's recovering. That's beautiful. That is ridiculous. That is so nice. I can't get over it. And we'll go and test out those floats in just a second. Obviously. Pick a really turquoisey bit so that if we end up swimming in it. But we'll just cruise around these mountains up here. Now we could bring the big tyre one here and try and land on the top there. As at A2 says, I think they retired the Airbuses for 7.8. Maybe ask Steve for some pointers. Yeah, I think yeah, you don't see many like the 330s, 340s are definitely being phased out now. 787 and KDX says Andy. There you go, very good. Thanks, Andy, and thanks for coming along, Andy. If I didn't say so, good to see you here. Thank you for his courage. Good to see you following. Thank you for joining us. That stretch of turquoise over there looks pretty good, doesn't it? Where are we? Like in the world? I should have looked at the world map a bit more closely. Wow. Yeah. The nicest places are always the hardest to get to. Can we land anything up there? Helicopter, definitely. If you'd like to fly with us, just join in when you're loading up. In flight conditions, select all players and make sure your server is set to North Europe. Whoa, that's not me. That's the you can see I'm not doing anything. That's the turbulence coming off those hills. Yeah, you wouldn't want to fly as close as we just did. Just to bring the power back a bit in case anyone would like to follow along. That Cessna's gliding. Thank you to Thorolf for your follow. Good stuff. Okay, well, unbelievable. I wouldn't ever want to fly away from here, so let's go and land. Let's go land along that stretch there. That looks pretty nice. Seems where the hotels are. Just tuned in, says Astroj. Astroj, we are in Bora Bora. Okay, powering back. RPM up. Now, do they land with flaps? I think you would on floats, but I don't know. If anyone knows better. Tom Corwin, good to see you here. Thanks for joining us on Twitch. Engine overspeed always. Yeah, it's very sensitive to that. Oh, yeah, they've got those sort of Maldives style villas out in the water, don't they? And I suppose they can put them everywhere here because not so many airplanes landing. Oh, this is unbelievable. Well, this is definitely going on the list of places I need to visit. Let's try and land in... I think I'm going to land pointing towards that peninsula on our left there. So let's just do a bit of a circuit. This all looks incredibly shallow. Thank you to Guffreys and Man Bud Bud and Kevin Warren for your follows. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, glad to see you join us here. Yeah, this is not going to be not the usual structure anyway. Let's go for the first notch of flaps. And we're going to come around and see if we can put it down here. Kevin Warren says, finally got logged in. Haven't used my Twitch account in a long while. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for joining us here. Really appreciate it. So I'm leaving the gear up. Water rudder up, we found out. Now, I complained a lot on our Maldives group flight because of the water physics. I wasn't happy with them. Having never flown on water, I decided I knew better. But my main point was, I have been on a water plane and they don't drift along the water for forever like the Microsoft ones were. But I think they fixed that now. So let's try it out. I'm going to go for one notch of flaps for this one. Basically, I want to fly level along the water until we touch. No, that's not a good view. I'm going to have to stick with this one. We could try from an outside view. Got a shadow, which might help. So we're not really flaring or stalling. We're just going to fly onto the water. Oh! There we go. That was probably... looks a bit fast. Right. Come on, let's let it sink in. So you see the videos of them, and when I was on one as well, they really dig in. So a lot of right rudder there. Right rudder. But there we go. And it's so much better. It used to drift for miles. Miles and miles and miles. A bit bumpy, yeah. And we're down. So let's put that water rudder in. So you'll see those little fins at the back. They'll sink in, and then we should get more control. So now, if I rev the engine a bit, yeah, we've got this under control. And now it's going to keep warning us about that. I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah, we know. 179 per minute on floats. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be very comfortable. And there's a Cessna on wheels. They're doing better than us. No, so shopping cart wheels are up still. Yep. But there we go. It's taking a lot of right rudder. I suppose it's just going to drift with the wind a lot. You can see that I'm having to hold it there. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Something else you'll notice. Let's bring the flaps up. Let's just do a bit of driving around. The water actually indents where the floats have been, which is an effect I absolutely love. Ever so slightly. It's not so obvious in this one with the bright turquoise water, but it does slightly deform, which is really nicer than to bother to put in. Yeah, look at that. There you go. You can just see it there on the left float. Amazing. Great job. So yeah, where can we drive it to dry land? Can we drive up into dry land? Can we just park on a beach now? We'll go and park over on this one. Seaplanes can weather vane a lot, says Tom. Yeah, that would make sense. So I'm definitely feeling that, needing to use that right rudder without power. When you've got power on, it's a lot easier because you've got prop wash right over the rudder. So I'm going to put the gear down now. Let's see if this works. Alp says water rudder doesn't work. Oh, that's a shame. It's going to keep whinging now. We know the gear's down. That's fine. So there you go. We got lights for the gear and up. Yep, fine. It's got a pump. It's a whole other course. If you fly a general aviation airplane, you have to do a course for it before you're allowed to go and fly a float plane. Thanks for following Jam Thing. Hope you're doing well. Right, can we drive out? So far, this update's really impressed me with what it's given us for bush flying. Definitely. Is this going to work? Should do, shouldn't it? Given that they've got so many great options for flying around anywhere now. Look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable. Yeah, no issue. Time for a barbecue. Yeah. Sadly, these tiny little wheels are probably not very good off-road. And we've just scraped our water rudder a little bit. Can you imagine sitting here having your breakfast before spending the day on the beach? Yeah, gears down. It's got a crosswind. There we go. There's a tiny bit of smoke. There you go. Bit of right rudder. And we'll go around from that one. Yeah, that's quite hard in reverse. But it does work. It does work. It'll buff out, exactly. But yeah, a tiny bit of smoke. So they have definitely put more smoke on the... there's more smoke on the bigger aircraft. Yeah, I'm going to try that again. Because this is... That crosswind, that's an intense crosswind, I promise, I promise. How we do for speed, get the last bit of flap out. Oh, well, that looks like more of a headwind there, but I promise it's coming from the right. Not sure I managed like this even. Let's touch down. Taking a serious bit of aileron. Yeah, so that's the problem. I'm needing serious right aileron there, which is pretty normal, but it's just noticeably worse than normal. That just after touchdown. Interesting. I wonder if it's because we're sitting so high up. More wind to get under that wing. So here we go. Big tyres also included, but only with the default livery. Yeah, if you just type fauna into the search, but not on the airport search, into the actual search. But I've got the markers turned off. Oh, well, we're going to have some fun. We can do some serious flying here. Let's get it slowed down. Let's get the Q&H in. And thank you for your follow to Carlton. Right, where are the bears? Are they in the forest? We might struggle to find them if they are. There they are. I've got them. Right. Target acquired. Twitch has really nice video quality, says Tom. Yeah, I've heard this. We've got some, they highlighted winter. Yeah, but it's summer. There's no excuse. We'll go full flap. Gears down, obviously. No gear up or down panel in this one. Stalling though. A lot of drag. Yep, it's that's interesting. It's a little bit more prone to the stall warner. That's way too slow. That's a spin. That didn't happen. Oh, and the engine's off. Why have we lost the engine? Hold on. Let's control E this one. There we go. Absolutely fine. 482. I'm pretty sure we had we've had worse landings when we actually landed in that last bit. Now hold on, I've lost the bears now. That's annoying. Let's get some of that flap in. Yeah, it really is a bit more sensitive. Possibly we turned into a tailwind there. Because you can see, if I don't do anything, I'm not flying now. I'm not moving the stick. That's just the turbulence coming off those hills. Thank you for the follows to the aviation guy and to MSJN23. Yeah, look, I'm not touching anything. So that is a good idea to not do what we just did. Do not be flying around in steep turns at stall speed. Let's get the flaps out of the way because they're not helping. This is going to be harder than I thought. I thought we'd just put it straight down in the field with the bears, but look at the way it's being thrown around. This is the problem with flying close to ridge lines. It's not a great plan. Not a great plan at all. Love the coloured sand. Yeah, first time I've seen 3 Genesis in Poly Crash. Yeah, that was a proper spin. No, that was a good simulation of a spin, no doubt about it. It was predictable. You can't start turning that steeply with the speed where it was. I had a lot of power on, but it just wasn't enough. I don't have a realism mod. No, this is all just default. This is what it comes with. I've lost the bears though. That is disappointing. MSJN hadn't followed, trying to do the clip. We scared them away. Yeah. No, that was maybe what we'll do is we'll take it up a bit higher and we'll try and do a proper spin in it. Because obviously, yeah, that's the area up there, isn't it? Because obviously you're not recovering from a spin at that altitude. No chance. We're in Yosemite, black bears, deep future. Yep. I can't imagine this won't give us any wind, which is going to be annoying. Ground speed 96 knots. We are doing... Look at the airspeed dropping away. Right. So this time I'm not going to put the flaps down until I'm committed to landing. And we're going to keep the airspeed a lot higher. Where have they gone? It's the only problem. Oh, there they are. Just over there. They're heading towards the trees. Right, let's see if we can get this done quickly. But that's what we tried last time. It didn't work. So I'm leaving the flaps up. I'm full throttle ish without the overspeed warning. Tight turn here. But I can't. Oh, that's just about working. That turbulence is awful. There's a colleague. Right. Props up, flaps down. Land on this bit straight ahead here, where Robin is. Thanks for the follow to Be Killed. Oof, it's a bit rough, this ground. This is not good. There we go. Right, we're down. There's the bears. We're going to run out of room. Oh, I don't want to run into one, ideally. Why aren't my brakes working? Does it not have... It does have toe brakes. There we go. We made it. That was hard enough. My goodness. All feels so calm on the ground. Should be in the drone view actually what's going on here. Why are we not? There we go. Thank you Slimmin for your follow. So these look new. I don't remember black bears. That's pretty good. That's quite fun. But yeah, that was much harder. And then, oh no, there's a clip of it already. So, hippo searching. They should stand out, but I suppose in reality, just their little noses would be there. LZA2 says you can go anywhere in the world, it says, but I want to go there. Exactly. I want to go back to where they show me. I can't ever think of places to go, as you guys can tell by now, probably. Where are they? We should start competitions so you can find it first. On the shore, right underneath you. Okay, back we go. So now it is safe to use, well, probably a bit fast, but we should get away with flaps this time. LZA2 says, think you may have run out indeed, seeing as we keep going back to Sardinia and Corsica. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Sardinia and Corsica. Could be near Sedona, says Mac. Ah, okay, Sedona, we'll have a look. Deep Future's gone for a low pass. Thank you for the follow, Alessandro. Oh, there they are. Yeah, they're in a big... Is it a herd? Is it a herd of hippos? Oh, well, that's great. Let's go and say hello. So how are we going to organise this? Let's think. I'm going to land along here in the opposite direction and then just sort of drive around into the bay, catch them by surprise like that. So there we go, look, that's full power there. Big difference. I need to... okay, think about my sensitivity. Gears up for water landing, exactly. How you land on water like this, I don't know. This is a very fussy aeroplane. Full flap, and it's just on the other side there, wasn't it?
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Let's try a wide angle.
Water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water
There we go. It's great. Proper sound effects. It slows down nicely. What a difference.
Gears up for water landing.
And then you get that awesome, awesome wake. I don't know if you taxi with flaps or not, but we'll get the water rudders down.
Gears up for water landing.
Let's go and find our hippos.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water
Yeah, no, the
landing.
GPS release, I don't know, I'm afraid. No, it's a new one on me.
For water landing.
It's, yeah, bizarre.
Gears up for water landing.
So we're in a lake, Lake Chad, which is, funnily enough, not at sea level, of course. Everyone else has made it down, well done.
Gears up for water
They're hungry hippos, as those very good.
Gears up for
B. Crawley
water
says
landing.
200 horsepower seems good. What's the top speed? Somewhere like 100 to 120 knots. It's quite capable of doing. But don't take it up to 10,000 feet and try and fly around there. That doesn't work, we've discovered.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Yeah, I like the fact the water's a different colour. It's a nice detail. Because it makes a big difference, you know. The world doesn't all have the same water colour.
Gears up for
It's
water
great that
landing.
they've modelled it. There we go.
Gears up for water landing.
Robin Klein
Gears
is
up for water landing.
really asking for an adrenaline-filled
Gears up
day
for water
if he's going
landing.
to sit that close. I didn't think there'd be so many.
Gears
I
up
thought we'd
for
find one or
water landing.
two hidden in the
Gears up
water.
for water landing.
Look at them yawning.
For water
Ah, that's great. That
Gears
is
up for water
great.
landing. Gears up for water landing.
No, they don't seem to be surprised. They're probably not worried.
Gears up for water landing.
So let's jump into the drone.
For water landing. Gears up
I
for
think
water
our plane is... So I'm not doing anything to the airplane now. I'm going to hold the drone still. Feels like it's drifting away. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Gears up for water landing.
Microsoft Zoo Simulator. Yeah. Oh, I'll be very happy if they can add some more animals. Maybe they should add some Easter egg ones as well. That would be good.
Gears up for water landing.
I'm not sure why the mouse keeps reappearing in the middle there. I do apologise.
Gears up for
I keep
water
moving it. And a baby! I can't believe that. That's great. Yeah, let's have some manta rays. Exactly.
Gears up for water landing.
Thanks for the subscription to BV Jonet. Should we go to Easter Island? Is there anything on Easter Islands?
Gears up for water landing.
That's great. Only one baby.
For water
I
landing.
certainly wouldn't be going anywhere near these two hippos.
Gears up for water landing.
See, look at this. Honestly, some people, they have no sense of natural conservation.
Gears up for
When you're a tourist like us, you have to leave these things alone.
up for water landing.
This is not DLC. No, this is all included.
Gears up for water landing.
This should be good. Oh wow. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Ah. I can't believe that. Why does the mouse appearing is that is not really... I'm not happy about that, but that is amazing. That's great. And giraffes. Some boats. Wow. Very green. Slightly scary eyes on this giraffe. They look a little bit more like a dragon than I'd have expected. They might be floating. Was it bobbing with the tide? Oh, let's have a look. I think it's just the camera. The drone sort of does that. There's another baby over here. Definitely not floating. Yeah, for some reason they have the drone camera sort of floating around. Safari sim, yeah. That's beautiful. Where's the flamingos then? Wow. Oh, there's the hippos. Yeah. Wow. That's great. It's really nice that they've bothered to put this stuff in here. Oh, what's going on here? Not ready to go moving yet. Come on, water rudder. Come on, airplane, turn right, please. Nope, just wants to go left. I've got a plan here. There we go. We'll drive our way back around and then we'll point out more to, not to sea, but to the lake. So a bit of flaps out. Ah, MS uses one of their trailers. Thanks, Deep Future. Yeah, great find. Thanks for sharing it. We're all in the Cessna now. Now, what's the elevation here? 4,600 feet. That's better. I think a Cessna can fly here. Gears coming up. Come on, turn right, turn right. What is going on? And we've got the water rudders down. It just keeps reverting to neutral. It must be the old put the gear out again. Just put the prop in reverse. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm not sure where we are actually. Deep Future knows. I'm not sure why I can't get it to. It's really weathercocking. Seriously. Let's try one last time, or we'll be slewing into the air. Africa, yeah, we are in Africa somewhere. If that helps. Or we can't turn right either. No, we have a whole fleet of airplanes turning left only. Okay, water rudders coming up. Let's go. Full power. Straight into the water while we have some airspeed coming. Get the gear up. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I think we're getting... Come on. See, Deep Future's in the icon. Having no trouble. We're only doing 20 knots. Really? So as much as I was praising all this, it's not perfect. 40 knots is going to be a bit of a tool ass to get it in the air. Oh, that's it. Can we clear the trees? Possibly not. I mean, yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's a chance to get some airspeed. Down we go. 50 knots. It's not really that fast. I was hoping to be a bit faster. There seems to be these floats really hamper the performance. Really hamper them. Okay, let's get rid of the flaps. 60 knots. 60 knots is a good speed. I think we'll be fine there. Yeah, so when you've got flaps and floats out, these airplanes are pushing it for margins. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, in a normal Cessna, even at 5,000 feet, I wouldn't have been too concerned. Although I suppose, as I said, 7,000 feet's enough to be a real problem. Can't believe we did it at 10,000. Oh no, wrong way. Water rudders can stay up. As a shielded sort of pilot who flies around in all low terrain, I forget about these high terrain things. Ashley, he says, don't sink. Is he advising you to not drop altitude or to not end up in the drink? The don't sink is a GPWS caution in commercial land that you only get from the terrain must be rising because we're gently climbing, but we're not clearing the terrain. Yeah, the don't sink is one you get after takeoff or go around to tell you not to. It's if you level off or start a shallow descent. I'm not sure if it does it just for a level off. No, not for level off, but for a descent it would. So it's telling you don't keep going down. It knows that you've done a go around or a takeoff. It's very clever. Reedon says, I tried Leadville, Colorado at 9,700 feet in the Cessna. Barely got 20 feet off the ground. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I've been full throttle now. I wonder if... Well, that's... Probably needs to be a bit lean up here. It's not really changing much. Yeah, I mean, don't bring your float plane Cessna to here. That's what I can say. Full mix 2, max RPM. Yeah. RPM's maxed. Just too much. It is beautiful though. Look at that river. Do you remember those safari missions they had in FSX? They were good, weren't they? It'd be nice. Yeah, well, it's nice to see some of that sort of brought to life here. Okay, there we go. I think once we get up to 70, life will be getting better. Look at that sky. That sort of ominous sky. There could be a nice big thunderstorm above that. There is. This is really nice. Look at that. Husky A1C. And really interesting choice of colours. It goes from sort of the neon pink or magenta, as we love on this channel, and it turns into orange, which I don't really expect to see. But I think that's great. What a combination. You can't miss that. My only advice would be that, not advice, my only thoughts would be maybe not white under the wings. It looks great, but maybe it does work overall, but it might be not as striking from the ground as as I would choose for one of my liveries. But no, I like it a lot. Very nice. It's windy here. You can feel it. It is seriously windy. Right, break off. Let's go. Oh, this is going to be a challenge to do from this view. Oh yeah, no, it's like a Spitfire now. Being at lower altitude, get the flaps up. Love it. Right, what is there to see at the Galapagos? Did they load in any animals for us? Perfect plane for landing on taxiways. Yeah. It's more flat than I expected, I must admit. I suppose this is the only built-up area. Let's head inland a bit. There's some wind turbines, very good. Yeah, the lack of autopilot does make this one a little bit more of a struggle. Right, here we go. Let's get down. Let's do a glide approach. We'll do 1,000 feet. We'll put all the flaps out. Thanks, Eric, for the follow. It's 1,000. Engine's right back. Might need a bit of power. Let's go full flap. Actually, no, we'll go half flap. And idle. There we go. Down we go. Bit of side slip. Not sure if you can side slip a cub with full flap, but probably. I just don't know. No, that's too high. This airplane glides a bit better than one of the ones I learnt on. Okay, release the rudder. It's going to take us ages to get that speed off. There we go. Yeah, we're having the same trouble. I'm not using any brakes, just trying to keep it on the runway. Bit of interwind aileron. Wind's definitely from the right. It's desperately trying to weathercock to the right. Pull back on the tail wheel. Squeeze on those brakes. There we go. Finally. Yeah, that is some good lift. Yeah, yeah. You can slice it for 7.6. Yeah, that's true enough. Oops. But for now, do of course check out the YouTube channel and the website and so on if you want any more videos and guides, and if you make sure you got any notifications on Twitch, it will send you a nice email before we go live, and you can come along and join in. Those of you interested in Digital Combat Simulator, I'm planning to get some, or hoping, along with the help of some very generous and helpful people, and we're going to try and get some multiplayer going with that as well, but we'll be streaming that soon. So, and Gamer Face, thanks for following. And 1989. Right, would you like the music?